Good afternoon, grade 11. How are you? Today we are going to go over the writing section in your book. And the writing or the title of writing today is a book review. A book review. What you have to do is to read a book and write me a review for this book. Remember yesterday when we discussed the reading text in your workbook, we came across a book review about A Great Expectation, Charles Dickens. Today I'm giving you a suggestion or a writing sample about a novel. It's called Great Gatsby. So Great Gatsby is the novel, and it was written by the American novelist Fitzgerald. Okay, now first of all, before we move to the writing, we need to know how does the writing how can we divide the writing. First of all, you should have an introduction, body, and conclusion. In the introduction, you need to write for me the title of the novel. Okay, Great Gatsby or Great Expectation or David Copperfield or Oliver Twist. So any novel that you would like to write a review about it. So Great Gatsby is one of Fitzgerald's most famous novels. And then you write for me the name of the novelist or the writer, Fitzgerald. It was published in 1925. And then after you write the name of the novelist, you need to mention that the date or the year of publication. It was published in 1925. After you write the date, you need to tell me what genre or what is the type of the novel. It is a fictional tragedy novel. So it is a fictional, it's all about fiction, and it is tragedy because it ends with the death of its main protagonist, Gatsby. That's why the critics regard it as a tragedy. Now, and then you give me a brief introduction about the novel. You say that it discusses or it talks about the life of a group of characters who live in a fictional town called West Egg. Now, here the novel actually discusses the life of a group of people who are all connected to each others. And what is really important is that the town is fictional, خيالية, and it is called, or the name of this town is West Egg. Now, when you move to the body, you can add from 3 to 5 paragraphs. In this body, you need to give me a summary plot. You need to write for me a plot, which means the story of the novel. The story, okay, the plot, summary plot. يعني you need to write me the incidents, or you need to write me the actions of the story from A to Z, and make sure that the incidents are organized chronologically, in a chronological way, in a sequence way. يعني from the beginning till to the middle, and then to the resolution or the end of the novel. Now, here actually I'm giving you a plot summary about the novel, Great Gatsby. The main character is a young man called Gatsby. Here, make your focus is on the main character, the protagonist. If you remember yesterday when we discussed the reading together, the focus of the book review was on Pep, the main character. Here I'm focusing on Gatsby as a main character in the novel. So you need to tell me if he's a boy, if he's a man, if he's a woman. So the main character is a young man called Gatsby. Gatsby wants to do anything to gain his lost love, Daisy, who is married to a cruel husband called Tom. Here I'm talking about the relationship between the characters. There is Gatsby, there is Daisy, there was a love between them. but unfortunately they were separated because of the war, and Daisy got married to another man called Tom. Now, what is the goal, or what is the purpose behind the novel? The purpose is the reunion or reconciliation between Gatsby and Daisy. The novel discusses many themes such as class difference, social expectation, and love. Here, I'm not actually giving you the whole plot. It's just a brief introduction about the story or about the novel. Now, if you move to the conclusion here, you need to give me your own feedback. Your feedback. How do you feel about the novel? How do you feel about the novel? You can also mention specific scenes or specific characters that you like the most. You can also compare and contrast between two characters. You can also talk about the beginning of the novel. You can talk about the end of the novel, the resolution. Do you like it or not? Or was it satisfying or not? So I like the way the book is written. It captures the American society life after World War I. طبعا the setting of the novel is the American society. And when does it happen? It happens after World War I. In this time, people stop believing in God and religion. The novel represents the mass parties with magnificent scenes, dresses, music, and costumes. Remember, Gatsby arranged a lot of mass parties and he spent a lot of money in order to be met with his lost lover, Daisy. طبعا بهاي النوفل بهاي البارتيز بتلاقوا كتير magnificent dresses, music, and costumes. I would recommend this book to be read by my friends because it is exciting and famous. So by the end, or at the end of the your conclusion, you say if you recommend the book or not, if you advise other people to read this book or not. So this was a sample for your writing, and you basically going to write another sample for a novel or for a book that you have read. And please follow the style, how to start with the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. What do you have to write in the introduction? You need to write the name of the novel, the name of the novelist, the year of publication, and give me the genre or the type of the novel. Is it science fiction? Is it realistic? Is it modern, feminist? And then you write for me a short plot summary for the novel about the incidents, and then at the end you write your own feedback and if you recommend this literary work for others to read or not. Thank you so much.